Good morning, big wave trading. It's late at night on Maui. Time is my worst enemy. It always has been, it always will be. So this is going to have to be a quick video lesson. So we'll start off with ICLR first. ICLR, Can Slim quality stock, only showed up in my Can Slim quality scan. You can see the beautiful overall uptrend that it's been in since April. Every time it pulls back, it bounces. Hopefully this is another one here. This basing consolidation period is a little bit more rounded, symmetrical compared to the overall uptrend. So hopefully that will continue. If not, we have a very close cut loss level that'll ensure that we don't lose much. ICLR though, going long, 2% of my account capital, limit order 112.20. My first and only cut loss level 109.78. I also wrote down 110.09 on the new positions page for people that want to keep even tighter stops. But for me, just the one right here at 109.78. Limit order 112.20. The next new long position, RILY, Riley. This is also a Can Slim quality stock. It also was only in my Can Slim quality scan. It almost made my 20-day BOP scan. I think it's probably got 19 or 18 days here. I'm not sure, but it wasn't in there, so we can't add any extra asset allocation to it. But Riley, 2% of my account capital. Limit order, since it's not extended, the high of the day, 1690. I'll show you really quick. See how the 20-day moving average is touching the price? Not extended. So limit order, 1690. First cut loss level where I will sell half, 1630. Final cut loss level, 1590. I am going to go, just to let you know what I'm going to do personally, which I do not recommend anyone else do. Limit order 1690. First cut loss 1630. If I have 100 shares, 50 go there. Then right here, 25 are going to go below 1590, and then another 25 are going to go below 1515. If this stock loses its green BOP, though, you can be sure that these two stops will be raised if this level fails, but these two do not come into play, and it does it either on heavier volume or loses green BOP. Those will be raised. And then USAP is also Can Slim quality. It was also only in my Can Slim quality scan, but it's an ad signal. It's kind of like semi Can Slim quality. It's got a lot of great ratings, but overall it's still just not quite at the level that makes it a pure Can Slim play. And if I remember correctly, it's due to the earnings per share rating. But whatever, splitting hairs, it's still a higher quality stock. Adding to my USAP long position, limit order 2032. Why is that? Because the stock is extended from the 20-day moving average, so I do not use the high of the day. My first and only cut loss level for this ad signal, 1950. It moves below 1950. I will be out of all of my USAP ad. I think it's going to be 50 shares if I remember correctly. I've already placed the orders a long time ago. It's late at night over here, guys. I need to get to bed. And then also VJet. VJet was in my price volume BOP surge scan, and it was also in my max green BOP for 5 days scan. It would be 2%, but it's also extended, so it's only 1%. Going long, VJet, limit order 545, and once again, only that one cut loss level, 515. You could use 515 for half and then maybe use the 50-day moving average, and if 515 fails, then use the next low as your full sell stop. Like for me, VSTM today. VSTM failed my first cut loss level. I'm out a half. My second cut loss level was 410. Well, now I'm splitting up my final half, or everyone can use this level as your final cut loss, 434. Me, half goes at 434, and I still have half at 410 because the stock still has max green BOP, and because volume didn't explode higher and there's a little bit of a tail here, so I'm willing to give it just a little bit more time, but I'm already out of VSTM. The same similar situation could happen to VJet here. It could fail the first level, still keep half, and then maybe still use the 50-day moving average. To each their own. There's no right or wrong way, but there is a right way if you're a new trader and you're trying to make money and limit your downside so you can eventually make a lot of money whenever the market's right. It's not right now, folks. I'm sorry. This is not a good end-of-day market to make a lot of money in. If you're not day trading, you're not making a killing. I don't care who you are. You're just not. Unless you're doing swing tech biotechnology stocks ahead of catalyst plays, which is another methodology that's under beta test on my end right now. But VJet, 545, 515 cut loss level. And then there's COT. COT was only in my price volume BOP surge scan. This is a very, very nice stock overall. I want to get long at 1486, and there's only one cut loss level at 1455. But me, I'm going to use half at 14.55, and then I'm going to have a final half at 13.69. If 14.55 fails, I'll be removing either all or half of my remaining stops to the new low a day. Depends on how it pulls back. Once again, lower volume, that's fine. Green bop pullback, that's fine. You lose green bop, not good. You pull back on heavier volume, not good. So it's a kind of a fluid, dynamic situation, and we'll play it by ear. But the main thing is ICLR is probably the safest long overall, 2%. Riley's okay, but it's a thin stock and it can move around a lot intraday and have some big intraday tails. The market makers aren't that great on it, so it is what it is. 2%. COT's probably a better play, but only 1% of the capital. It's an extremely liquid stock. And then VJet and USAP both have similar kind of technical patterns, but as you can see, very thin. I don't recommend new traders play those two, even though they have nice charts. It's not that kind of market. All of these have just as high as a chance of failing as succeeding, with us being in a overbought market following another V-shaped rally. It just is what it is. Trade accordingly or don't trade at all. Save that capital for when all of the conditions are right. Right now they're not. All right, everyone, it's extremely late here. I'll see you in the chat room.